Hello and welcome to JCTV Zimbabwe, your channel of choice for all your analysis. We speak about health, we talk about sports, we bring you political analysis with no fear or favor. And today, as I've promised you on my Facebook page or on my Facebook wall, that we're going to bring you a protege of Alick Macheso, Eriki, who is based in Norway. And I stumbled upon one of his videos that he did on sungura, and I started following most of his posts, even when he came to Zimbabwe. And today he's joining us straight from his studio, and some of you are familiar with his studio where he did some of the covers, the likes of Sarah, some of the covers for Dendera, some of the covers for other sungura artists. And he's joining us live. Welcome, Eriky. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I hope everyone out there is good too. Although I can't see any, I can't even see a number here, so I don't know who am I greeting. But hi, everybody.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you. We are still growing. The numbers are going up, 6, 7 going up. We hope that by the end of this broadcast we'll be having more. And people are also going to watch a rebroadcast. So take us back. We want to know who is Eric, and when did this thing of music start? Where does your music career start?
So my actual name, I realized it was a bit tricky, so I changed it to Eriky. So that's my artist name since a couple of years now.
Okay.
And I come from Norway, and yeah, I have a background in music. I grew up with, like, my dad plays trumpet and my mom plays the piano, so I was exposed to music early on. Being in Norway means you're exposed to the music of Norway, so which is not sungura at all. I went to school, I went to high school, and I eventually got into music, a college with kind of a music direction. And I have studied music and musicology in university. And that's when the door kind of started to open for me to discover music outside of America, outside of the UK and Europe and Norway. And there was this professor in particular, a professor in ethnomusicology. He sent me to West Africa to play drums for 2 weeks. And he really kickstarted my interest in African music. So in my 20s, I started really researching a lot of music from your continent, east, west, north, south. Yeah, so before that, I've been doing a lot of things like rock, jazz stuff back in Norway, which was popular. But I just really interested with music,
African music.
Yes, in particular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we continue, take us. You said you studied music and you got here into Africa. What then happened when you started playing and you started meeting people and realizing the culture? What was that thing that was kind of like sticking for you in African music? What was that particular thing that really stuck with you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Of course, being a drummer, so my main instrument has always been the drums, and then I've taken up the guitar. There's always been that element of rhythm that speaks to me, and maybe because it's so different from where I come from, but also so everything from the complexity to the simplicity to the the dynamics of percussion in Africa, and also the communication going on, like how musicians really listen to each other, as opposed to a Western approach of a sheet music. You compose, you put dots of ink on a piece of paper, and then you have an orchestra reproducing the formula. But what really like made me appreciate the music was when I moved. I was working in I had a few work opportunities. I was amongst others, I was in Malawi, and when I was not working there, I was like in the afternoons I would sit. I would have friends from there's this place called Music Crossroads Academy. You have it in Zim. They have it in Malawi. And I would, I tried to get as many friends as possible, and hang out and sit and just jam guitars or drums, and slowly just get kind of used to the feeling of it. Or
All right. I know there was a video that you posted sometime, and you said that you stumbled upon sungura music whilst you were in a public transport. Was it in Namibia? And then that's when you grew interest to say, I really want to visit Zimbabwe. Can you take us through that?
Yeah, so in 2010, the year of the World Cup in SA, when Freshly Ground was doing Waka Waka,
yeah,
excited.
Yeah, I remember.
I was in Windhoek, Namibia, for that year, teaching at the music college, and one day, like, I had a car at the time, and but I needed to take a taxi one day. And I'm pretty sure that there was a cassette playing, and there was some sort of sungura song, because I do remember the hi-hat pattern, the kick, and the repeating patterns of the guitars. Although I didn't know at all that this was sungura and that this was from Zimbabwe, but I can only guess that the taxi driver was from Zim or something. So I did meet a lot of other Zimbos in Namibia.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Wow. We're having some comments here, and everyone here that is watching us, please tell us your what you think about Eriky, Eirik Holf Walmsness. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
That was pretty good.
All right, thank you. So that is so we are continuing this conversation. Please tell us your comments. What do you think? Do you have any questions for Eric? We want you to bring them on the comment section. And if you are watching this, please share this with your family and friends. Tell them that Sungura is here. So then tell us, you started doing some covers. Before that, I saw you did some covers on Congolese music, which is rumba. And then I started singing Sungura. What is the difference in your own view between Sungura and rumba? What are the similarities and the differences that you find?
Well, then, just so I understand the question, are we talking about like a Verason type of rumba, or are we talking the old school OK jazz, or?
Maybe the ones that the likes of Diamond Musica, the likes of what's Extra Musica plays, that type of song, not the old ones, the Sokus and other guys.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this was a way of learning to play, learning bass guitar, because at the time, this is maybe 8 years ago, I bought a secondhand bass guitar, and while studying, I met a lot of Congolese musicians, and they introduced me to Congolese music. Then I started, but then I was a percussionist. But now that I had the bass guitar, I wanted to start learning bass lines, and I was listening to this Congolese, like a lot of sukus and this seben, and to get a hang of the bass guitar playing.
Mm.
From there, I just became even more interested in sungura.
Mm.
But I had, for me, it was difficult to approach sungura playing until I had at least some sense of the sukus playing.
Okay. Oh.
Because this really differs from the bass playing of Western music, which
Right.
is where I'm coming from. So I had to kind of change my whole approach to playing bass, and Congolese music really helped me to and also Cuban, like Latin, Cuban, Afro.
Like salsa kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Okay.
is kind of gradually led to Sungura. And then I was like starting to
you all use
going into the technique and like understanding that Macheso sound. Maybe I should use this. And
okay. All right.
I didn't really answer precisely to your question, but there's a lot of differences. I think Congo, this Congolese music that we're talking about here is maybe it's more like it's really intense, like full sound. There's no whenever there's a pocket, some vocalist will sing in there, or like it's very like beefy.
It's all right. I see. It's compacted with a lot of singing and a lot of talking.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it sounds like everyone's trying to be louder than the other.
Right.
You can also have massive sungura and like really like in some cases quite massive, but there's also a lot of air, and sometimes you can really relax with the sungura sound. It can be like a repeating thing. It can be what's the word in English, cyclic, or bass. It kind of, for me, it's like a sound experience as well. And
All right. Then there's the question that I probably ask you of was that you have been to Zimbabwe a couple of times, and you managed to meet Alick Macheso. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But you have been to the MSU, the music department. What is it that you could pick about Sungura that people need to improve, or maybe that can be done in order to sell Sungura out there, that you can say, if people can improve on ABCD, I think Sungura can sell outside Zimbabwe or in Southern Africa?
Tough one, but I think sometimes you have the raw product and then you have a refined product, and I'm not saying one is better than the other, but it comes down to branding and how you package it and how good of a salesman you are. There's a lot of not so well produced music in the world. It still plays and people enjoy it. There's also very simple music that is overproduced, and I mean, I think what you have in Sungura and what you have in Zimbabwe is an incredible musical. Well, there's the heritage of, you have the mbira. I mean, we can't forget mbira, which has feeded into all of the contemporary music of Zimbabwe, giving it that extra flavor. Zimbabwe really has signatures. There's a strong signature to Zimbabwean music, whether it's kuku or I mean, Chimurenga also has such a defined sound, and then Sungura is really a brand on its own. Those are some of my thoughts, and it is already a very good starting point. And I think the world is still just sleeping. They don't know enough about this cool music. And sometimes it's a matter of continuing to promote. I mean, reggae music became so exposed to the rest of the world through, well, one story is that there was a lot of, I'm not giving the credit to the UK DJs at all, but they did make sure to bring the music on, to take it to the UK, and from there it kind of started spreading further. It was a heavy promotion of the music. Little Kingston, Jamaica, you know?
Right. As we continue with this conversation, Eric, we just want to play a snippet of what you played, and you are going to walk us through what prompted this, and as we continue this conversation. Just hold on. Right. That was Simon Chimbetu. Walk us through what really interested you in that sound.
That is one of the sweetest guitar lines that I know. And that song is also such an incredible song and one of my favorites. And for me, I can listen to that guitar line forever and forever. It just flows in an incredible way. It makes me all warm, and again, it's this mix of simplicity and at the same time flavor, and there's those rhythm guitars blend so well. To come up with that is amazing.
We are having some comments here from people. This is TBL Lee Bunu saying Eriky is our ambassador. I enjoy his covers a lot. And then there is Victor Solutions says, nice seeing Eriky. He really plays sungura so well. Keep it up. Some comments here from Brian. Thank you. So then tell us, coming to Zimbabwe, meeting Alick Macheso, how was that experience? I know you've documented this, but just tell us, how was the reception that you got from Alick Macheso and other artists like the likes of Sulu, Mazibaba, and other people that came? How was your experience coming to Zimbabwe?
When I first met Alick Macheso, I was starstruck. At that time I had been listening to his music for 3-4 years, and he was already kind of a big icon to me. And you know how it is when you see this person that you're really a fan of, and in real life. First we walked to the venue and he was playing his live show, and already I was like blown away. And then
wow.
To meet him on stage, I was like I've said many times before, it was like a dream come true. And then then we've spent a little time together, and turns out that he's just an amazing, funny, friendly, humble person. And yeah, I've enjoyed having conversation with him and some jamming.
Wow, that is really amazing. Then coming around, like you came to, I saw you did a cover. I mean, your video that you were in Mazbaba's show and Zulu's show. How was also that experience? You know, going around and feeling the culture. What were the things that you managed to learn? Maybe some few lines that you can tell us that you still remember when you were in Zim.
Yeah, I tried to soak up as much, to go to as many live shows as I could. It's not only Sungura, but like also all these other artists that are playing that, well, before Corona, were playing regular gigs, you know. And I have a very good friend who I always stay with in Chitungwiza, and he tries to teach me Shona every day, but I think my brain is missing something because I keep forgetting a lot of these words. But of course, I have my favorite Mahewu and Sadza and yeah, some of the food. I've forgotten the names, but yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you should hear the love that people are giving you. Petros Banda, I say hi, Petros Banda from Brit, South Africa. I like Erik's Sungura tutorials. I'd like Erik to show us Sungura keys on another tutorial.
Keys.
Okay. Keys, I don't know, maybe chords or something wants to say that.
Yeah. But maybe it's either that, hi Petros Banda, thank you. Maybe you refer to the guitar chords, or do you mean to play Sungura on the keyboard? Because there's some musicians who also play Sungura on the keyboard. I haven't really done that, but yeah.
All right. Talking, there's just people are praising. Then there is Victor Solutions. Eric, what about a collab with Babashero? Speaking of Alick Macheso, is there a collaboration coming?
We will certainly make that happen. I've been, in the last year, I've been focusing on working on my own debut album. So I'm just first prioritizing making sure I have an album, because I can talk about that more. But I think once my album has been released, then I'm gonna start looking into the collaboration with Macheso. And of course, this is also depending on travel situation right now. It's not possible for me now to come visit. So, but I really hope to see that collab happening.
All right. Okay, Roller Coaster. You released it, I think, some months ago. How was it? You know, because I see you did. I think you did everything on the album. You did the vocals yourself, and you did the instruments yourself. How was that releasing your debut single in Sungura?
It was crazy, ambitious. It was a learning process, and I decided to embark on the journey alone in a crazy project where I play all the instruments and I composed the song. I did feature Kasamba Jr. For extra vocals, but it was for me a learning process on how to play the different parts. And yeah, I think even the sound engineering, I was doing it. continue responding here, but I think I don't see you anymore, so maybe you lost the connection there for a second. But anyway, for all of you who can still see me, Roller Coaster it's almost 12 months old now. I released it last year, beginning of November. And now I am working on the full album. So that's why I'm really busy these days. And I do plan on releasing my album before Christmas. 1st of December. I do hope everything will be in order by 1st of December. TB Lee Bunu, I saw your comment. Thank you for following. And I remember your comments on Facebook as well. Thanks for attending. Wisdom Macheso, thanks a lot for tuning in. While we wait for our host, I think he's coming back now. Jetro.
Right, I'm back. Yeah, sorry, somebody was trying to call me, so I think so I had to just sorry about that.
No problem.
But we have okay. So you were still talking about your roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did. While you were gone for a minute, I was sharing how it was working in that process, and I have revealed that my upcoming album is expected in December.
Okay, all right. So as we are now constrained of time, let me just check if there's any other. Okay, as we are wrapping up this show, what I wanted to also hear from you is that you spoke about us as Zimbabweans marketing our brand of sungura. What can be done? Because when I stumbled upon your tutorials on sungura, I was actually looking for sungura stuff on YouTube. All you get is like there are few people that are doing now. Probably some people are now doing covers and some of the guitar lines. What can we do as Zimbabweans, or even as musicians who or even people that are not musicians? What can they do in order to promote the brand of whether it's sungura or other music that we have in Zimbabwe? What can we do to make sure that we let our music sell out there? What are your ideas that we can put into?
Well, I guess a lot of progress happens when we get out of the comfort zone and maybe take some small risks, maybe trying to mix this music with that music. We're not quite sure about it. Maybe something nice will come out. Like, I'm not saying dilute the formula, but like, don't be afraid to collaborate across borders. A lot of people are doing that now. There's a lot of good collab happening inside of them, and increasingly across the border, and also across genres. Without describing my own album too much, you will hear. First of all, it's Sungura with my touch, and again, it's also kind of genre. There's a blend of stuff happening there. But going back to the core of your question, how can Zim continue promoting Sungura and make it more exposed to others? I mean, you have groups traveling internationally, playing live. I think that must just continue at even a larger scale, and when you do enough tours, the buzz grows, and journalists and music bloggers and music journalists and magazines start to not only hear about this once every 5 years, but every month and every week, and like it becomes a much more like a lot of reminders, and I mean, there's been a also popularity of music is always in waves, and maybe soon will be the sungura's chance to take the attention of a global stage. How to is now the big question. How can we see this growth? I wish I had a quick answer to that, but like, it's at least we need to look at cooperating, and I'm pretty confident that the product is as good as it gets. It's a matter of selling it.
Wow. That is very good news to the ears of people that are watching in Zimbabwe and other people that are going to watch this later. Then these comments that are coming through from Botswana, Onkete Mompati, that's from Bots with Love, Eriki. There is Craig Marshall saying, hi, everyone. And then there is Munashe Mark saying, talented Eriki. That's really good. Then one thing that I also wanted to, you have a band, and I saw one of the videos that you did. You shared a tour when you were in Norway. You traveled by road, and you went and you played. The question that I also wanted to ask you off air was that there are people who are saying that, probably I'm repeating myself, there are people who are saying that, what are the festivals that, Alick Macheso, whom we have done most of the covers for his music, what can he do? Because people have said to Alick Macheso that his music is not going out there, but he has a lot of talent. What can he do to maybe feature in some festivals that are happening in Europe, maybe Norway? People are saying, can you be his manager to market his music in Norway? Is that something that you are considering?
Maybe some of you saw the announcements a year back when I was in talks with the management for Macheso that I could represent in Europe, and that was work that started, but it's been paused. Also,
because of COVID.
Yeah, that's now the big issue. Don't have festival, like all festivals were cancelled here, just like in Zim. Events have been cancelled. It's gonna take time now for the festivals to grow again, and that's impacting their finances, and their finances will decide, can they bring in a band? It's easier for them to book a 4-piece group from, let's say, if you have a Nigerian or a West African, some kind of small ensemble. But Sungura, you do need quite a lot of people traveling. That increases the costs of travel, of accommodation. So you do need festivals with what's the word? Solid finances.
Okay.
The whole package, like. But I think once they do that, they're gonna blow the audience away. Like, so yeah, it's a matter of convincing to get the connection. The European market is what you want to succeed in. It's possible. We've seen that with a lot of. I have friends who promoted artists from Malawi to go and play 30 dates in Europe. They had very tiny budgets, but they managed. And then all of BBC started writing about them. So they made a noise, and they were seen, and they were heard. So yeah, like devotion and hard work will pay off. I'm not in the music industry as such, so I don't have a deep knowledge of how to actually secure those bookings and build it, but I'm pretty sure it's possible.
All right. Right. Today there was a special request that I made from you as we wrap up. That today it's one of the late sungura icons, Tongai Moyo, who happens to be known all over Zimbabwe, and he died today on the 15th of October in 2011. And we've got a special request that they're going to give us something from him. But before we do that, as we wrap up this program, I just wanted us to just talk just maybe a few seconds on this snippet that I just posted now. Just hold on. Okay, there you go. This one. This is from John Chibadura, I think. There you go. Right. So I just
wearing?
Wow. Just as we wrap up, tell us more the music of yesteryear, of the likes. What are the artists that you still remember and that you really like their music that you can tell us?
John Chibadura was one of the first sungura artists that I kept looping. I was like walking from home to school or university, and I was like listening, and as well as Tongai Moyo, the late Tongai Moyo. I think those were my big favorites. I hadn't started listening to Macheso so much at that point, so I have a great appreciation of Chibadura's music, and I've learned more about his story later. About I think he wasn't really he was like a side member in the band, and then he stayed back in the studio, and he started jamming, and then the engineer really liked his stuff, and then he became the leader of the band somehow.
Yeah. I also heard that side of the story, and they even say that his name was not John, was not the surname Chibadura. It was actually a nickname because of him playing. So that's how he got that name. He actually had
a dancer originally.
Yeah, he was a dancer originally.
Yeah, so good memories when I hear his music.
Yeah. So Eric, what are the last ways that you want to tell us before we wrap up this show, and maybe as you sign off with your music?
I want to thank you, Jethro, for giving me the platform, for inviting me. This was really nice. It's time to wrap up, but we could have spoken for much longer. But I have work to do. I am in the progress of recording and finalizing my upcoming album. 1st of December is my scheduled release date. So yeah, that's the Christmas present coming this year. I think we all need some music to comfort us with in 2020. But I thank you all for tuning in. I give thanks to everyone who support my project and everyone who's giving me wonderful feedback. I can also take the negative feedback, but I'm blown away by all the positive feedback. I give thanks.
Wow. And the music is going to be released on which platforms so that people can go and buy and or stream it?
I think it's not going to be a CD format because right now it just makes more sense to release it digitally. I will figure out a way to distribute that in like internationally, and also for Zim. And for me, the most important is to make sure the music is available. So
okay,
I will announce details as we go.
On the channel, on your channel, obviously. There is a question. This Emmanuel Ncube, once featured on this channel, is into filmmaking, so he's asking this question. Maybe you might give him some advice.
Hi, Emmanuel. Scoring for films is something that I've had at the back of my head for years. I can't say I have much experience in it, a little bit, but it's something that I would like to explore one day, and maybe it will come out nice. Maybe, well, I'm open to it.
Any features on the album? That's a question from Munashe Mark. Are you just it's only you on the album?
They are classified top secrets as of now.
Wow. All right. These are just comments. We have to wrap it up now. I need to release Eriky, but these are just positive comments. Please go and subscribe to Erik's channel. It's Eriky, the one that is here on the screen. Just go and look for it on YouTube, even on Facebook. That is the name. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to leave it this time to the man himself, so that he can wow us.
So I'm just going to do a short. You said this was the day when the late Tongai Moyo passed away. So
Yes,
here's tribute. It's just a small piece for you guys.
Yes.
And I think you will recognize it.
Baba Dini Abu. Wow. That was awesome. Thank you so much for coming through, and we really appreciate your time. Everything is available on Erik's YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. And also follow him on Facebook. He's there. Thank you so much. Tatenda Maitabasa.
Thank you, everybody. Maitabasa.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye. That was Eriky here wowing us. Did you enjoy the show? Please, guys, tell me what you think on the comment section. I really want to hear from you. This is a tribute to the late Tongai Moyo Dewa, and I know there are some platforms that they are doing his tribute to the late icon. But thank you so much for everyone who came through. We really appreciate. Please share this video with everyone so that they can know what is happening. And when the music of Eriky is going to be released in December, please go and stream it, go and buy it. Don't pirate it. Let us support our own Sungura music. This has been your boy, JC, reminding you that rise up, Africa. The world is waiting for you. I'll see you again next time when we have someone. But tomorrow, I just want to remind you, tomorrow evening, I'm going to be having Mr. Chipunza here on the program. You know the story that happened, that broke out about a few weeks ago, and He's coming. He's going to be telling us about what he's doing, and also just to clarify on what happened. I did some bit of clarification of what happened to him, but he's going to come, the man himself, and explain himself. So join us tomorrow, same time, 19:30, here, Central African time, on JCTV Zimbabwe. And if you're new on this channel, please subscribe, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and all other platforms. I'll see you again next time. Good night for now. Thanks for watching.